I need to hurry back before the chief gets executed.
Right, let's hurry! I want to know how they'll execute him, too. Come on, let's go! Go, go, go!
I wish I could go faster, but the game doesn't let me.
You better hurry, or Fuzzhead will really be in danger.
Alara seems to know who the real culprit is. That's incredible.
Come on, where's your competitive spirit? You might be a trainee, but you're still a detective.
Yep. We're good to go.
It's about time.
Hey, wait! You said I had 3 hours, huh? My watch says I still got 5 minutes!
You need to get your watch repaired. Oh dear. The watchmaker is currently detained as a suspect. Just throw away that piece of trash then. Besides, you're out of time anyway. Take him away.
Wait!
Whoa, Yuma! I knew you'd save me!
And you are.
I was the one investigating the Nailman murders.
Oh, I see. So, you're the one who interfered with our work at the clock tower. Well, I will honor your courage for confessing and turn a blind eye to that incident. You must drop this case. If you do, we will leave without pursuing any further action. That'd be the ideal solution for all of us. What do you say?
No, because you had the wrong man.
Yuma, think carefully about this. Solving the case is good and all, but think about my well-being. Please.
Dropping the case would end this peacefully, but still.
Please! Get my dad back from them! Please!
You may be a trainee, but you are still a detective. Once you have accepted a job,
We've accepted
you
it.
must
There's still
finish
going
it.
back.
I can't back down now. The Nailman killings haven't been solved yet. I will find the truth.
Huh?
Oh, you've said it now. There's no pulling out of this one anymore.
Then our deal is off. He comes with us. This is for directly interfering with our work and bringing strife to Kanai Ward.
But
Please, wait! Before you go! Please listen to what I've discovered while investigating the past Nailman killings.
You investigated the previous killings. We handle all the information for those cases. Now that they're closed, there's nothing left at the crime scenes. I have no time for your lies.
The Peacekeeper report didn't say anything about the cause of death. All of the victims were strangled to death, weren't they? I suspect this fact hasn't been made public.
How did you know that?
So the cause of death was kept under wraps. I hope you see now. My investigation is legitimate.
Oh, yes.
Please, let me continue. I will catch the true culprit.
I don't know where you obtained that information. However, it appears that you must be arrested as well.
Huh?
You are suspected of espionage. I believe an interrogation is in order. Take him away.
What? Wait, please listen to me!
You almost had it, but got too carried away, rookie.
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say my name. Halara Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
She's lurking.
That's right.
Halara! Please help! Halara Nightmare!
It appears you require the aid of a great detective.
Cess is like, what? Like, I think it's most fitting in this situation that Cess is the culprit.
Laura, you came for me.
Yeah, as I said I would.
You committed acts of violence against the Amaterasu Corporation peacekeepers. Not once, but twice.
Sorry. I promised to give him a stern lecture after this. Can we please keep things on the down low? Mr. Seth, are you all right?
Who do you think we are? In this town,
You are nothing but an audience. The resolution is premiering now. The leading role belongs not to you or me, but to Yuma.
Me? I'm the lead guy here?
I've set the stage for you to solve the case. The time has come for you to risk it all as a detective. Expose the true culprit.
What's going on?
I don't know why I was brought here. Can I go home?
So that's what you meant about setting the stage. I mean, Halara did suggest the real killer was among the people at the church. And now I have to point them out here?
Hey, Yuma, are you sure you got this? There's no room to mess up here, you know?
Well... What do I do? I haven't gathered my thoughts yet. It's not like I can just ask for more time here.
Yeah, I don't think so. Laura seems to know the answer already, so why don't you just pay up for it?
But that would waste all of Halara's efforts setting the stage for me.
Huh. So you want to solve this all on your own? If you can't ask Halara for help, why don't you try asking me instead?
You mean the mystery
The mystery
labyrinth?
labyrinth time, let's go.
The peacekeepers aren't just gonna stand by and listen to your deduction here. Things are just gonna escalate, and it might even end up with more deaths.
Oh no.
And that's where yours truly comes in. We have the information we need from the investigation. All that's left is to solve the case with the mystery labyrinth.
But if I do that...
There's always a price to pay.
There's a price to pay.
When I read the soul of the true culprit, the mystery labyrinth created by the culprit is destroyed. But as a price, the source that created the mystery labyrinth also perishes.
Which means the real culprit will die.
Huh? This killer's a total psycho who's already killed many others. Why do you care so much? Don't you want to solve this case, Master? What about your promise to that kid?
What's wrong, Yuma? If you don't hurry, the peacekeepers will wake up.
What is this nonsense about a resolution? I don't have time for this.
I will make you listen by force if needed. That
Well, you better hurry, or things will start getting bloody
Shinigami,
around
just
here.
open up the mystery labyrinth.
Fine.
Sonic, you still here? Here it comes. Get ready,
That's the
Sonic.
spirit. Well, Master, are you mentally and physically prepared?
She's transformed!
What?
Wait, did she see it? She's not frozen.
What's this? Has time stopped?
Halara, how are you moving right now?
Yuma, what happened? Is this someone's forte?
Shinigami, Halara's in here too.
Not so.
You knew this would happen?
Master, you used your coalescence, remember? Your ability isn't like some one-way street. You have the power to borrow someone's abilities, and you share yours as well. Lara here ended up wandering into the Mystery Labyrinth because of that effect, I think.
You're not even sure?
Who are you?
This'll take too long to explain, plus I don't feel like it. So I'll take that role over to Master! Down the rabbit hole we go!
Where am I?
What should I do? I'll need to explain everything, won't I?
We don't have much of a choice now. No point in keeping secrets here.
Halara? Let me explain. And that's how this mystery labyrinth involving the Nailman killings materialized.
I see. So mystery labyrinths are materialization of mysteries themselves. I appear to have underestimated you. This is an amazing forte. I must admit, it's quite a superhuman power. As far as I know, no other ability comes close to this.
Yay, we're special.
Who are you? I refuse to think you're just a trainee detective.
To be honest, this isn't my ability.
Before you continue, tell me, who is that woman beside you?
Her name is Shinigami. I think the simplest way to describe her is that she's a guide for the Mystery Labyrinth.
That's me! I'm also Master Scary Cute Mentor.
On to my next question.
You're just gonna ignore me?
You mentioned the Nailman case just now. I had heard the rumors about that around town. Why are you investigating that case?
Huh? What are you talking about? We were just investigating the Nailman case together.
The Nailman. We were pursuing that case together?
What?
You don't remember? There was a young boy who wanted to hire a detective and you turned him down.
I do remember you received a request from a child about some case, and you ended up seeking my help. The cost for hiring me was 5,500,800 yen.
You remember the exact amount.
But I can't remember what the case involved. I do vaguely recall investigating something.
Does her memory not translate over here?
My mind is clouded. I don't remember exactly what was being investigated or what was discovered.
Could that be?
Yeah, it's because of the Mystery Labyrinth. The Mystery Labyrinth is a fortress protecting the truth, so outsiders usually can't reach it. If someone did happen to wander in, their memories of the case would be locked away. Though, if you have a pact with me, you wouldn't be affected. But I guess that part of the pact can't be shared.
This is the Mystery Labyrinth's defense mechanism, then. It makes sense for a vault that protects its treasure, the truth, to have a significant level of security.
Yep, totally not strange at all. Halara here sure is smart.
Halara?
Oh, don't mind her. She gives people random nicknames.
Anyway, since my memories of the case have been taken away, I will provide a supporting role for your investigation.
Supporting role?
As long as we're in here, I will act as your assistant. Well, that's the same as our original agreement.
That means we can't rely on Halara's detective skills to blast through this dungeon. That's unfortunate, but it's still nice to have an ally.
Hey, Master, before we head into the Mystery Labyrinth, let's do that thing.
Huh? What thing?
Oh no!
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, here comes the sword. Halara's gonna be like, what is happening?
Well, this world is just full of surprises. I assume that sword is used to cut down enemies interfering with your progress through the Mystery Labyrinth?
You're right. It's a special sword that can interact with things here.
I better materialize the solution keys I got during the investigation, too. That was a lot. Here you go.
Do you have to vomit them out every time?
Let's not go there.
What? Should I use a different hole instead?
Oh no!
Sorry, please, don't mind her.
Alright, we're all set. Now, let's unriddle this mystery labyrinth. Our target is the true culprit who preys on the truth.
Here we go.
This Mystery Labyrinth will allow us to obtain the truth.
There's a limit to how long you can stay in here. Stick around too long and your soul will leave your body behind. Your soul will wander until it's eventually absorbed by the Mystery Labyrinth, and you vanish entirely. In other words, you die.
Why are you laughing? You should have told me this a long time ago!
Now relax, quit whining. A detective is bound to die anyway. Isn't that right, Halara?
It's no different from our usual line of work. A detective's life is always on the line.
See? Listen up, Master. You might learn something.
You're taking this awfully well, Halara.
Run, run, run. Oh my.
What's this?
They seem to represent the 4 crime scenes. I assume that solving all 4 will allow us to progress.
Oh, I see.
You see? Master, this is your job. So what's first? How about starting with the clock tower, since it was the first one you investigated?
If the numbers are set chronologically, then the clock tower would be the 4th locked room mystery.
Are you going to the 4th locked room?
This is an exact replica of the clock tower crime scene. Shinigami, you didn't recreate it with your powers, did you?
No, I can only do that when I hit you so hard in the head you almost die. It looks to me like the crime scene materialized in the labyrinth on its own.
The fourth locked room is the latest chronologically, correct?
That's right. And this is also what got me involved in the Nailman killings.
What are the details of the case? Try to tell me as concisely as possible.
The crime was a locked room murder inside the storage room of a clock tower. In the middle of the room was a woman's corpse covered in countless nails.
Which means that's the corpse.
Yes.
Yeah, there were also lots of dolls nailed to the walls. It looked just like one of those bizarre crime scenes left behind by that Nailman guy from the urban legend.
Hence the Nailman killings. From the look of it, the door was locked from the inside.
Yeah, it was locked until the body was discovered.
There's only one window, and its shutters were down as well. I see. So the shutters were locked too.
This is the third floor of the clock tower. It's too high up to jump from here.
So it really is a locked room mystery.
Hey! If this is a locked room, aren't we stuck in here too? Oh no! Master! You're trapped unless you solve this mystery! Otherwise, you'll run out of time and your soul gets snuffed out! You better hurry!
Hey! Huh?
Where did
I
the culprit
see.
go?
So that's how to make the questions appear.
I'm surprised you're so calm after seeing that.
Here!
It's gotta be the window. There's no other way.
It has to be here!
The culprit must have escaped through the window.
And your reasoning?
When I arrived at the scene, the window shutters were closed. It was wet underneath the window, but I could tell it was already starting to dry.
Which means the window was open not too long ago.
It's likely the culprit escaped through the window and closed the shutters on the way out.
Is it possible to close the shutters from the outside?
Yes, this style of shutter automatically locks, so if you let go of the shutters at the right height, its momentum pulls it down. And once down, it locks all on. In other words, the culprit held up the shutters while moving outside. Once they let go, it automatically locked.
In that case, let's try leaving this locked room in the same way!
Right, let's try it.
The Nailman killings have already been
Oh,
solved.
gosh.
Is he that peacekeeper?
It's a mystery phantom! The people covering up the case in the real world are manifested like that here to stop us!
You think the culprit really escaped from here? This high up? If you fall, you die. Why don't you give it a try?
Help!
Hey, don't drag me down with you!
We can't leave a guest behind, Halara! It would be downright unmannerly!
Yuma, the mystery labyrinth is a manifestation of a mystery. So solving it will get us out of this, right?
I think so!
The culprit wouldn't have fallen out of the window like we did. They would need a tool to get up and down.
A tool?
Ladder.
You should have found something during the investigation. I was helping you, after all. You must have seen the answer with your own eyes. Try to
You weren't helping
remember.
with this one, but okay.
Master, concentrate!
What did the culprit do to escape from the location?
No! I can't dodge it!
What? What just happened?
Master, concentrate!
Must be it! That's it! We found the burnt remains of that rope in the incinerator at the church. The culprit had used that rope to escape through the window.
Would trace it. The rope I'm using.
No,
Oh.
I can't dodge it.
Oh, okay, I understand now. It's throwing them one at a time at me, and I died. It's not the shutter structure. Marks.
The nail that was stuck in the doll under the window had some rub marks on it. The culprit must have tied the rope there. That's why those nails have been hammered in below the window.
It wouldn't be possible to climb down a rope simply hooked onto a window, unless you've had special training for it. There's no way an amateur could manage it. That can't be how things went down.
In that case, it couldn't have been an ordinary rope. It must have been...
Ladder.
What's that? I can't hear you!
Don't worry, I'm right here with you. And
There's no way I
Oh.
can dodge it.
Alright. I hit a button too early.
It wouldn't be possible to climb.
In that case, it couldn't have...
don't worry, I'm right here with you. In spirit, anyway.
There we go.
Ow! We're alive.
Yuma, are you okay?
Yeah, thanks. You saved me, Halara.
Correct. It's all thanks to me. Money well spent, no?
Well, it was a lot of money.
Come on! Are you two just gonna keep staring at each other all day? Let's get out of this locked room!
Right.
So this is the rope ladder in question.
Oh!
It certainly would.
That's
help
how
you
they got rid
escape.
of the ladder. Because they just untied on one end and they could just pull one side and it comes down. Oh, green moon, what the heck?
The details of the case are still unclear to me.
Or maybe
Was
not.
this found in the...
That's right. It didn't concern me at the time, but it makes sense now. The rope can be folded in the middle, and then the ends can be connected together. And that's how they made a rope ladder.
What makes you so sure it was used here?
The nail under the window showed signs of friction from a rope, and had some yellow fibers on it. A clergy member showed me the rope's burnt remains, and I noticed it was the same yellow color. And there were footprints on the ground below the window of the clock tower, facing the wall. Thinking about it now, these were clearly signs that someone climbed down the rope ladder and landed there.
Wait, wasn't the rope ladder hitched on that nail? How did they get it down from the bottom?
The culprit could have cut it one rung at a time as they descended.
There
By
you
the time
go.
they reached the bottom, it would have been one long single rope, which they could easily pull down.
The window's shutters fell due to its weight and locked automatically, completing the locked room.
Yep, that's a stellar deduction. Major. To me for training you!
Of course, he's not done.
Culprit used that rope ladder to escape the clock tower. What of it?
He's back!
That doesn't change our verdict at all.
Master, boom, kill the mystery phantom blocking your path!
Yeah!
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room and escaped via the rope ladder.
Okay, so it is this one. This is a truth. This is a truth.
The watchmaker is afraid of heights. He couldn't even look out the windows as he went up the tower. No way he climbed a rope ladder that high up. So it's impossible for him to have committed the crime. He's not the nail man.
Damn you!
Okay, run away.
You said these mystery phantoms try to cover up the case, right? Which means the Peacekeeper Seth is trying to do just that.
I don't know why, but it's clear the Peacekeepers are involved with this case.
Perhaps it is connected to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. All the more reason to seize the truth.
Right.
Jeez, who's the protagonist here?
We're all protagonists. We're all facing the conflict of this.
By the way, Yuma, about your sword. Does it only work on cues and mystery phantoms?
The solution blade works against anything in the mystery labyrinth. So don't cut your allies by mistake, Master.
You could have told me that sooner.
Can I use that sword?
Ooh, so sorry. Only Master is able to use it because he made a pact with yours truly. You may be under the effects of coalescence, but you're just an extra here, Helara. So, nope, you can't use the solution blade.
I was merely curious. Regardless, it's best I act as support, since I don't have any memories of what happened. Let's return to the case. Assuming the watchmaker isn't the culprit, do you have any notion of who is?
It's one of the four.
I do. Halara, during the investigation, you claimed one of the people at the church is the culprit. I think I understand the reason why now. That rope was found inside the incinerator, which only clergy members could access.
In other words, whoever tried to destroy the evidence is a member of the church. Prompt and logical. I am quite impressive.
Wait, you're shooting
I
your
think it's
horn?
gonna end up having to be the girl. Because, like, number one, something's off with her arm. Like, we don't have a key about that, but something's off with her arm. Number one, she has a person, like, her father is in Amaterasu. So, like, they find out it's her, they're like, we can't rest our higher-ups are protecting her. So that would make the most sense.
Hey! A treasure check it out! A new solution key!
Persons with access to the incinerator.
We're back to the original spot.
So, we cleared the first route. We just need to keep this up and go through each shrine one by one which supposedly leads to solving the real-life case. I'm starting to understand how the Mystery Labyrinth operates.
Now, when do we tell her the culprit will die when we solve this?
You learn fast. Unlike a certain master I know.
If you're so impressed, why don't you just sign a pact with Halara?
Oh, are you sulking? You're the jealous kind, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
We're short on time, aren't we?
Right.
I can't wait to reap the culprit's soul. What do we do next? You can choose whichever you want, so why not start with the one you're most confident with?
Let's see.
That's a no need to know basis, and she does not need to know. Alright, let's go on. We'll just go in order we investigated.
The first locked room happened 6 months ago in a secret club in Kamasaki district. An old geezer was nailed to the wall in an underground casino. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing.
Are you going to the first locked room?
Yes.
Oh, did we get trapped inside a locked room again? But if the mystery isn't solved, then I won't escape this place. Trapped in a cramped room with these two. Sounds kind of fun, actually.
I have no intention of playing along with your fantasies. Yuma, hurry up and take care of this.
Yeah, okay. This is where I used Halara's forte with my coalescence for the first time. Post-cognition allowed us to see the crime scene as it was in the past. Some things were obviously different. Those are most suspicious. Here! I know! What about the vent?
You believe the culprit escaped through the vent?
Yeah, because there's tipped nails leading all the way up.
Yes, I'm sure of it. When I saw the crime scene with your post-cognition, the screws on the 4 corners of the vent cover were removed. Which means the culprit must have escaped from there.
How ludicrous. You're saying the culprit escaped from the vent? That's impossible.
Master, poking full of holes until he's a makeshift golf course.
What does that mean?
Alright.
How ludicrous. They used the vent. That's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there. Even if the cover was removed.
No?
Then...
Let me just see that.
How ludicrous. They used the vent. That's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there. even if the cover was removed. There's no foothold to use to reach it.
Guess there is!
This mystery.
There is a foothold.
Some of the nails stuck in the bottom of the vent were bent downward. The culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footing to reach the vent. The weight caused the nails to bend.
So, heavy person, but that doesn't matter because the heaviest person is way too big to go into that vent. So, we can automatically rule out the servant.
So you're forced to fight this way every time. Quite the test of endurance.
Yeah, no kidding.
However, solving the mystery itself was simple. The nails were used as footing to escape through the vent. Did you find that out using my post-cognition?
Yeah, without your help, this case would have been impossible to solve.
You'll never be considered a full-fledged detective until you can handle a case like this on your own.
Sorry.
You got lectured again. Sucks to be a rookie, huh?
Shut up.
Anyway, let's head out. We'll use the nails on the wall as footing, just like you deduced.
Right, let's hurry.
The Mystery Labyrinth. Such a bizarre place. I must ask, is there no way to escape besides solving the mysteries?
You mean like an emergency exit? Unfortunately, I don't think that exists.
An emergency exit, huh? Well, there is one. Kinda.
There is?
But it doesn't solve anything. You'll just go right back to the mess you came from. Besides, to use the emergency exit, you'll have to pay a heavy, heavy price.
And that is?
Your life.
Don't worry about it. Using it here wouldn't help anyway. So, never mind. Just concentrate on solving the mystery.
Got it.
There it is! Another... So... Oh, that's... Alright! Another...
Thin person, yep, as I was saying.
Looks like another clue leading us toward the culprit.
Someone thin.
Considering the culprit used those nails as footing, they would have to be nimble. And given the size of the vent, only someone thin could fit through it.
So the culprit must be thin. We're narrowing down the possibilities quite nicely.
Keep it up, Master! This is all thanks to my training. Alright, let's keep going and solve the remaining locked rooms! The second locked room mystery occurred 3 months ago in that mansion. The corpse was inside the study, and the room's key was found underneath the corpse. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing.
Are you going to the second locked room?
Let's go.
There are dolls nailed across the room. The victim is nailed down in the same manner. And the culprit was also missing from this room? It shares common traits with the other nailman killings.
And we're trapped again. Looks like you gotta solve the mystery of this lock.
I'll try. The door was locked when the corpse was found, and the only key was underneath the body. There are no windows that could have been used to escape, and the vent is too small to fit through. So how did the culprit
It was through the
escape
door.
from here? Here! This has to be the spot! To leave the room, the culprit had to have taken this door to the hallway.
Huh? There's nothing special about that.
But there's no other possibility. There isn't another entrance or exit.
But the door itself was locked and the key was found under the corpse, right? After locking it from outside in the hallway, how did the culprit enter the room and put the key under the corpse?
Try it. Everything must be verified.
Sure. After committing the crime, the culprit went out to the hallway with the key in hand. They then locked the door. Assuming that's the only way to create this locked room, the problem is...
What are you going to do with that key in your hand, Master? Don't tell me you still have no idea.
Hold on, let me think this over. We should go back inside for now. What? Huh?
Looks like we're locked out.
This is bad, Master! You better hurry or you'll fall into the abyss!
What do I do?
Calm down. You just need to solve the mystery. Doing that will open the path. You can do it, can't you?
Yes, I'll try.
We have to put the key back in the locked room, right? In that case...
That's right. The key could be slid through the gap in the vent cover above the door. And if they managed to throw the key right under the corpse from here...
It'd be a real precise throw.
It stopped. But nothing happened. The door is still closed.
If it was wrong, a trap would have activated. So we're on the right track about the key being thrown in.
But there's more to it than that. If you simply threw it in, it'd be impossible to position it under the corpse. I see. So this is the vital clue for this locked room. I'm beginning to...
Oh, Lara, have you already solved the trick to this locked room?
You haven't?
Hey, quit playing hard to get and tell us. Or just me. You can whisper it in my ear.
If you want information from me, you'll have to pay a fitting price in Xian. Of course, I don't work for cheap.
You really are a devil. Trying to take money from a death god, huh?
The key was definitely tossed inside. But that doesn't explain how it got under the corpse. So, how did the culprit pull off that trick after tossing the key in?
Have something to do with the blood dripping down? Were they tipped up somehow, and then somehow they got him to... Oh, maybe they had some kind of rope. It like was holding up the victim through the window. They tossed it just right to where it would go in that right area, and then they dropped the body, pulled the rope out.
Maybe the corpse was moved? That would explain how it was on
It would
top
be the
of the
thin,
key.
that thin line we saw.
But how do you move a body from outside a locked room?
Oh, mine. I think that's what this will be.
The way's completely blocked off.
Yep, this is about it. It had that little thin line mark on the back of the neck, and he's kind of like semi-facing door, like so over here. So like he could have been held up like this, key tossed under, and then dropped it.
But the only things here that can block our progress are mysteries, right?
That's true. So, we just need to solve the mystery.
At least give me a heads up first.
It says, how was the corpse moved?
I've been trying to figure it out for a while, but...
Evidence was left at the scene.
Huh?
If you look at the evidence, you'll understand what tool the culprit used to pull this off.
Tool?
That's all the advice I'll provide. You must figure out the rest yourself.
Yeah, I think I figured this out.
Got it.
Got it? You just want the mystery solved for you, huh? So, I'll help you out. Are you ready? You bet.
Huh? Ready for what?
Lay it all out, Master!
Yep, barrel time. Is it gonna be rope?
Let's work together as a team! That's right!
I didn't.
Right!
I'm just shooting letters. Oh, string. That's where we're at.
Right! Keep that up!
I was just kept thinking rope, and I accidentally shot the S.
Nice! That's right!
There we go. I hate the word ones. Word ones are so dumb.
That's right. There was evidence of a thin string being used at the scene of the crime. A sturdy and thin string like a fishing line must have been used to move the body.
You really think a tiny string could move a whole corpse?
There he is again! That rude and gloomy guy!
That deduction is wrong. You're wrong.
What could be wrong about it? Master sounded really confident just now.
Listen. The nails in that corpse's leg pierced through his body and into the floor. Which means the corpse was fixed in place. So how?
The upper half wasn't moved.
Oh, true. If the corpse was stuck in place, it'd be impossible to move it.
Indeed. It would be impossible.
Laura, you think so too? So I was wrong the whole
No,
time?
we're right.
Huh? The door!
The truth is slipping further away!
Oh gosh.
Of course it is. Because your deduction is wrong. You people will never reach the truth. This is the end.
Master, let's take him down first!
Yeah.
Your deduction.
It was connected to the doll! So it could be either of these keys. I think that maybe makes sense, because was he facing the doll?
Is wrong.
Goes Bloodstain first.
Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place.
Oh, come on. Oh no, you stupid games. The bloodstain on the corpse was completely significant. Unless there's... Well, let me... What keys did it give me again?
Your deduction is wrong.
Yeah, this one technically should have worked. Because... No, the blood on the legs doesn't matter here. It's more the blood on the upper chest, which is why I tried this key. Well, keep going.
Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place. It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
That is wrong.
Flash through this mystery.
There, it should have worked on the other one. Both tell the same thing.
No, there was evidence the body had been moved. The upper and lower parts of the body bled out differently. The blood from the lower body flowed naturally outwards, along the body's outline. But blood from the upper body looks like it flowed in a downward direction, toward his hips. If the corpse was motionless on its back, there wouldn't be such unusual bloodstains. In other words, it's safe to assume the body's position was different from when it was discovered.
Oh.
What? What's this?
Ugh, gross! We gotta hurry and get through that door.
Unusual circumstances. It doesn't matter. As long as the corpse was pinned to the floor, it couldn't be moved. You can't change the truth.
Even this didn't work? Am I just wrong about it all?
No, you're not.
No, you're correct. The answer you've reached using the evidence is the truth.
Alara!
There's no doubt a fine string was used in this case. Evidence at the crime scene indicate the corpse was moved. So all that remains is to answer, how was the pinned body moved? That bizarre bloodstain holds the clue to all of this.
Death.
The bloodstain? If the bloodstain is the clue for how the body could be moved...
Because it was held
even
up.
Pinned...
Master, we gotta chase after the door! It's getting further away!
Hey, wait!
I won't let you!
That's right! The corpse was sitting up at first. That's why only the wounds in the upper half of the body bled straight down. The string I mentioned before was thin but sturdy. It was all over the room, holding the body's upper half in place. That's the reason only the corpse's neck had marks on it.
It's obviously the middle now, because I keep screwing it up.
The culprit then retrieved all the string that kept the corpse in place from outside the door. And with nothing to support it, the top half of the corpse fell back to the floor, just like how it was discovered.
It appears this locked room mystery will finally be solved.
Huh? When did that happen?
Maybe you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Master, you know the answer, right? Let's finish this!
Right.
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery.
Okay. Okay, so it's only showing. Oh yeah, obviously had to be the
Maybe
corpse.
you got the order wrong. Stay calm. Collect your thoughts. First, you need to tie the fishing line down. Find a sturdy spot where it can be easily retrieved later.
Okay, so it wants me to start it here.
First, a knot was tied through a slit in the vent. After that, the fishing line was drawn away to another location. In terms of sequence, it'd probably be easier to start with things that are fixed in place.
Okay, I only see 3 more points that it's showing me. Oh wait, because the last one's going to tie it back.
Does this location matter? You're supposed to be Master. You said you're looking for.
Shut up. Alright, so the doll was the next piece.
That's it! It passed through a doll's eye. And then the fishing line passed through the eye to somewhere else.
Would it be the corpse next again?
Right. The line was then passed around a certain point on the corpse. That was... here, behind the neck. The line ends here to support it. Now, it's clear that the line passed through the vent, the doll's eye, and ended beneath the neck.
Hang on. Why pull the line through the doll first? Can't you just start by pulling it from under the body?
To support the body's weight, the line needs to pass through the doll first, as it was fixed in place.
You know, I'm surprised the plastic between its eyes is strong enough.
Next, the fishing line. Now, to return the line to the vent.
Okay, well, so why is
This
it...
kept the corpse's upper torso in place. The room has been completely prepared. So next...
Okay, so just go out the door. So dumb how they were doing
exited
that.
through the door and locked it with the key. And then... the key was thrown through the gap in the vent. If the culprit managed to drop the key next to the corpse, the only thing left was to untie the line.
Oh
Then-
yeah, if they put the key around the string, they could just slide it down, and it would go guaranteed there. That works.
The corpse, which was supported only by the line, would fall face up on top of the key. That's how the culprit created the locked room.
Hooray! You did it! That's my master!
That one was a bit confusing, but we got it.
the bloodstains were strange. The length of the nails driven into the upper and lower body were different. The nails on the upper half didn't penetrate all the way through the body, but the nails on the lower half went all the way through and into the floor. That was how the lower half could be secured, while the upper half could still be moved around.
That sure was tricky, but you managed to solve the mystery behind it. Looks like, speaking of, witches.
Alright, so we go, how the locker room is complete.
This is probably another clue leading to the culprit. I'm not sure how we use it. Still, it must be used for something. Hold on to it for now.
Okay, one more. This is
Let's
the one that
solve the
confused me the
rest.
most on how they
Right.
got out.
The third locked room was a murder that happened 1 month ago in the art gallery storage in Ginma district. Pictures and paint were scattered all around the spot where a woman was boom killed. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing.
Are you going to the third locked room?
Unless they did a similar string trick to like get the key in.
Did we get stuck inside a locked room again?
This was the corpse that was discovered by that worshipper and the art gallery employee. At the time of discovery, the door was locked and the key was nailed to a doll inside the room. Aside from the door, the only other entrance is the window, but it opens just enough to fit a finger in. The frame in itself is too small for even a child to squeeze through. How did the culprit vanish from here?
They had to go through the door. It has to be the door.
Here! I think the culprit could have only escaped from here, but...
Nothing's happening. Maybe you made a mistake, Master.
No, that can't be right. It's impossible for anyone to squeeze through that window. They could have only gotten out through the door. I'm sure the culprit had the key and locked the door from the outside after committing the crime.
The culprit just used a copy of the key? Would that really be considered a locked room mystery?
Well, there are only 2 keys to the storage space, and the design makes them impossible to duplicate. I learned that thanks to you, Halara.
One of the keys is always carried by that one employee. It was used when the body was first discovered, right? And the only other key was nailed through a doll onto a painting. So, it is a locked room mystery! Right? Right? Oh, that's totally it.
I see. I suppose you could call it that.
So how
Hey,
did the
Yuma,
culprit get it on there?
Can you go check outside of that window?
Oh, just like before.
Before?
Yeah, you made me do the same thing in the real world when we were investigating this place.
I see. Then the answer has already been confirmed. Very well. This locked room is solved.
Okay, yeah.
Huh? Wait, did you already solve this mystery?
You haven't? How about you go and check outside the window? Then even you will see.
Oh, it unlocked. Looks like you can go outside.
All right, let's go see.
Why are you making me actually walk? Wow. Oops.
Hey, didn't you already check this in the real world? Why do it again?
Halara told me to check it twice. There must be an important clue outside that window.
Hey! Maybe the culprit threw the key in through the window. That way,
No.
the key would be found inside. Well, how about that theory?
Denied.
Is this the storage key?
Which means... this one's a freebie!
Because of the culprit, what happened to the key?
I was right! Just toss it in there, Master!
The culprit threw the key inside? Is that really the right answer? Did the culprit throw the key in from the window?
No chance.
Master, hurry up and throw the key!
Oh, she should have like hurry up and throw it. No.
Your footing's crumbling away! You're gonna fall!
That's the right answer?
It is the guy. It is the guy I was suspecting. Because remember, when we talked to the worker here, he said he was too scared to go inside. He could have known it. Or the worshiper. This guy. So when he went in with the employee, like the employee said they were too scared to go in. So that gave him an opportunity to go in, and he could just quickly, like, peg it on. And he probably could have, like, assumed that might have happened. I doubt that's what the actual answer is, but it is an idea.
How? Didn't the culprit throw the key in there? That's why the key was found inside, right?
No, the crime scene wouldn't end up like that if we threw it in. The key was nailed to a painting. That's not possible if you just throw it into the room.
Oh, right. But if the culprit didn't throw it in there, how is the key left in the room?
If you can't nail the key after throwing it...
You're back. The key vanished.
The key is in my hand.
Master! You got the doll and nail!
I see. So you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Try it out. Doing so will create a new path.
Yeah, I'm gonna solve this.
Good luck, Master!
So...
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery. First, do something about that doll.
So which painting was it? It's probably this painting, right?
Alright, first, take the painting. The culprit nailed the doll onto the painting. Next, both were stood up at a certain location.
Oh! She put it there. Oh, that's clever.
The painting was stood up facing the window. Now the part with the pierced doll is right next to the window. After that...
Hey, there's There's more stuff to do in this room?
Oh, so alright, so it wants me to leave the room.
Then the culprit went outside. The door was locked, and they went to the other side of the storage room. I can see the painting and doll through the window, but I can barely fit my hand through the gap.
The doll's got a nail in it, but the problem is that key in your hand, Master.
Yeah, the culprit took the key and then... The culprit nailed the key to the painting, along with the doll from outside the window. Finally... I pushed the painting into the room. It completes the locked room mystery. This is how the culprit did it.
Boom. Okay, now I understand. So what happens next? I feel like this has to be the worshipper. It has to be.
It took some time, but
the
you've
worshipper
reached
or
the
the nun?
truth behind this locked room.
Throwing the key through the window would be obvious. So to mislead us into thinking that was impossible, the key was nailed to a painting which was then pushed over.
It's one thing for an amateur, but a detective wouldn't be tricked by this.
Seriously, only amateurs would get fooled by... Wait, you mean me? Hey, a treasure chest!
How would you
Like that? Let's check out this,
What's wrong?
It's empty!
Huh? Why? After all we went through to solve this locked room.
Do we need a key from that?
This must mean solving the third locked room mystery doesn't necessarily bring us any closer to the ultimate truth.
Yeah, it's not.
That's
It's nothing
terrible.
necessary.
I suddenly feel so tired.
We can't call it quits. We gotta keep going.